God Shots, The Englishman, and Synchronicity in Sobriety. Hey guys, my name is Michael, the Aligned Creator, and here's another story of my journey full of synchronicities. With just over a year sober, my life was simple: meetings, work, vehicle maintenance, and building the garden at Marie's property. I wasn't chasing big dreams yet, just staying present one day at a time. Yet, synchronicities started appearing, quiet at first. I found myself reflecting on how British people have historically excelled at selling to Americans, something lodged in my mind from childhood infomercials. That random fact resurfaced alongside memories of the Land Rover Defender 90, spotted years ago in the Malvern Prep parking lot during CYO basketball. Those memories tied back to a moment of regret, getting kicked out of the league after injuring another athlete from the other team during the game. Even my grandfather's old Hess trucks, recently retrieved from my sister's house for storage at Mom's new place, felt like echoes from the past. I was watching YouTube videos on automotive restoration, personal growth, Napoleon Hill, and stoicism, content that stirred old decisions and regrets. Every choice, good or bad, had led me exactly here. I even pictured parking in the same lot where I now worked, as if the universe was reminding me, this is no accident. Then came Richard's arrival to the meeting. My friend John F. pointed him out. Michael, Richard's a YouTuber. You guys should talk. I was still guarded, so I brushed it off. Weeks later, hearing Richard needed someone to connect with, I couldn't ignore it. I exchanged numbers. When I finally called, it was literally the moment before something catastrophic happened. That call saved his life. God shot number one. A simple nudge to reach out became a lifeline. John and I visited Richard's workshop. The synchronicities hit like a wave. He was British, just like the infomercial voices and historical sellers that had lingered in my mind. He drove a Land Rover Defender, the very model I'd remembered from that childhood parking lot. He collected Hess trucks, the same nostalgic toys from my grandfather that had just come back into my life. And he was a YouTuber and designer, rebuilding his life one creative project at a time. We clicked instantly. I showed him some vehicle badges I'd been eyeing. He said, I can make that. What started as a random conversation exploded into a partnership. We dove in immediately. Meanwhile, life kept delivering signs. Driving to the property for the first time, I saw a man in military gear at a pizza shop, smiling directly at me as if to say, you're on the right path. On Kings Highway, a yoga studio named Manifest caught my eye. Later, I learned a co-worker at my job lived just down the road from Richard's shop, another livelihood displaced by tariff issues on Chinese goods, echoing my grandfather's story. Speaking of my grandfather, he built furnaces for TV tubes. When he finished one in China, they reverse-engineered it the moment he handed over the keys. It broke his heart. He became a beloved bus driver, Mr. Bill, at Archbishop Wood, even pulling strings for my Annapolis Naval Academy shot. Instead, I went to the University of Pittsburgh to remove myself from the area and its influences to study neuroscience, business, and art. I chose a harder road instead. But now, through this manufacturing venture with Richard, I felt like I was reclaiming what was stolen from him 60 years ago. Synchronicity, the past wounds becoming the fuel for my present purpose. The business flowed effortlessly. We launched a Shopify store, used AI for images, and built it in a month. For the first time, tackling something bigger than eBay or Etsy excited me. Richard's wisdom rang true. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Small failures like a botched Instagram ad account taught massive lessons. We prototyped carbon fiber badges, then epoxy with fluorescent glow. Creative energy surged. One weekday, we drove the long way to a car show at St. Peter's Village after a meeting, detouring through Chester Springs due to road work. I knew the area from teenage rock jumping and quarry swims. As we parked, a jovial man with his dog and girlfriend approached, explaining the forest's layout. He felt like a mirror of my own outgoing energy. Our stories intertwined. Richard described English woodlands with similar stones. I shared childhood memories. Then a large stone inscribed, "Be good to me," perfect for the day. We encountered RC trucks on the trail. Richard lit up, he had the same one, a family with a thrilled puppy, and more. These weren't random, they were affirmations. Even my old pain, friends hiding the quarry, family cruelty, like teaching my nephew to say, "Go away, Uncle Mike," shifted. I no longer took it personally. It was my inner state mirrored back, now healed through sobriety. Richard's shop felt like the apartment from Big, playful and creative. We were mirrors of each other. Same maturity struggles, just at different points. Watching him process what I'd faced months earlier was profound. God shot number 2. He was placed in my path, or I in his, for mutual growth and redemption. When Richard vacationed, I tended his garden for free, using skills from my own tomato and basil plants. I even offered $100 for materials. He handed it right back. Small acts of service built the foundation. The site grew. We acquired more models, refined molds, and dreamed big. A 60x multiplier on products meant $100,000 in sales could value the business at $6 million. Challenges remain: advertising, storage, YouTube. But with Alex's help, incorporating as an S-Corp and less than 2 years sober, massive potential weights. None of this would exist without turning my will and life over to God as I understand Him, whether the universe, the spiritual realm, or an all-loving higher power. Signs keep coming. Someone at work in a shirt saying, "It's about the journey, not the destination." Others with, "You are not alone." American flags, encouraging messages. These are the God shots. Unexpected blessings, precise alignments, moments that prove something greater is guiding every step. The coincidences are too many to dismiss. They show me I'm exactly where I'm meant to be, building, creating, healing, and helping others. Sobriety isn't just stopping, it's awakening to the synchronicities that were always there, waiting for me to see them. If this message resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe for more content. Here's another video for you to follow along with my journey.